Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are doing the YouTube hop with a cherry on top. So this is the design theme. I will leave everyone linked down below. The theme for the hop is hobbies. And already I know that you'll enjoy the hop because I see mixed media projects, I see traveler's notebooks, I see some layouts, I see a bunch of fun stuff. And mine will be a double page 6x8 layout in my All About Me album. So if you are familiar with my channel, I do 6x8 albums all about me. I'm in volume 2. I finished volume 1. And so I already have just a few things in here that I just want to use eventually. So I did like a cut file that sits in here. I have a picture and some journal cards and postcards that I've punched in here that I know that will be good holding spots for stories all about me. And so this is going to be the first layout in here for this new album. And this, by the way, is from Citrus Twist. It's a 6x8. And so I have the Take Note collection from Simple Stories. This was featured in my last crafty haul. And we are going to tell the story about all the books that I read last year. So I did some screenshots from my Goodreads account. This story is usually in my December daily, but because my December daily got full and all the stories were occupied, we are going to now put it into the All About Me. So I did screenshots of my Goodreads. So I read 94 books last year. My goal was 100. I have done over 100 multiple years. However, last year, like the last 3 months, my life became very stressful and complicated, and I barely read any books in like September and October. So then only November and December did I pick it up again. So 94 is fantastic. I just know why it's 94, not 100 to hit my goal. It will be part of my journaling, is just the fact that life changed drastically once the year was coming to an end. So I have these 3x4. So these are just screenshot as I scrolled my Goodreads account for all the book covers. So obviously it's not all 94 book covers. I try to screenshot as best I could. So I have a majority of them. And so we're just going to make, in essence, a pocket to hold all of these so that we can pull them out and read them. And then this is a picture recently at the library when I went the other day with my daughter. I took a little selfie, and actually, I didn't know why I took a selfie at the library, but I did. And turns out the selfie is exactly what my project needed. So I have the Take Note collection. I did mention that on my desk. I pulled out these 2 pages that I feel are going to, and this one I already obviously used partially. Take Note was on my recent haul on my channel, and I just have the embellishments ready to go. So in essence, we are making a decorative page for one side, and then I feel like this side will be the pocket page created. I like how all these colors go, and then these will all sit in there as my badge of reading. And then figure out where we're going to have the journaling, either on the back of these once I attach them to be like a little bit long over tags, or if I'm going to have some sort of journaling moment over here. That part we haven't worked out yet, but let's cut this down to fit a 6x8. Let's make a pocket. Let's make these, and then we'll be embellishing it all to be very pretty in my All About Me album. So let's get started. Okay, so let's get started. So for the side that I know I'm just going to have it as like a scrapbooking layout, I am cutting it down to be 7 inches by 8 1/4. That is the size that will fit outside the page protector. So I'm making sure both of them line up, and I am making sure to just cut the paper that I'm cutting into this pocket to just cut it into that 7 inches wide, and then I am folding it up at 8 1/4 so that I can create the pocket, and that way I only have to add tape to the 2 sides and it'll be just perfect. So of course my accuracy and measurement wasn't there, so I had to trim off just a little bit in order to make it work. And I am using a page protector that I just happen to have holding 2 4x6 Project Life cards, because they're so pretty together that I just know at some point one story is going to be using those cards. And so I like the pocket, the way it was created, and here I am like auditioning out whether I want to use the book screenshots with the busy pattern paper. So in the end, I just went with white cardstock. I was like, no, adding the pattern paper makes it too busy, and they're already busy enough. So I leave a little bit of an extra piece at the top, knowing that I'm going to cut them into tags, as you can see here, and adding a hole. And I will be adding ribbon into these tags off camera, but they are from my stash from Hobby Lobby. And so I make 2 of them, and then actually it works out where all the screenshots fit perfectly. So they were 8 in total, which was I think very serendipity. I don't know if I had planned that correctly, but it worked out great. And so here I am making the book tags with it. And one does stick out a little bit, but in the end, watching it, I was perfectly okay with it. To include some journaling, I am going to use one of the journaling elements from the cut apart page, and that one worked out great just because I like the colors for my journaling that I will do with my handwritten and using a gray uh, gel pen. Now let's work on my collage slash scrapbooking page on the opposite side. So I have a few of the elements. I have every single ephemera pack that is available in the kit. So the journaling bits, the ephemera bits, the floral bits. I actually don't use any of the floral bits, which was surprising, but I do get a nice cluster of elements on the lower right corner. Like you see, I have a piece that will go across the top, and then I'm actually adding this pom-pom trim that's in a mustardy yellowy color too that happened to be on my desk that worked perfectly with this collection too. So that was also a little serendipity moment where I was like, oh my God, this yellow pom-pom trim goes with it. Why not add some texture to it? Now I have the foam thickers out, and I thought I was going to use one of the foam thickers for the title piece as well, but the kind of conversation bubble with the word happy I liked so much better. Um, and yeah, so it's just my love. So this whole theme of this month's is hobbies. And besides my scrapbooking and all my memory keeping and journaling that I do, reading is my next most favorite thing. You'll always catch me either listening to a book on audio or I have a book from the library. I'm literally at the library once a week exchanging books for new books. Reading is definitely a huge passion of mine, and I've read such great stories. So last year it was 94 stories. And this year I did set my goal again to read 100 books for the year. And right now I'm having a good reading month and I'm already at 10 books. So that's good. And then in the back, even though it's pattern paper, I could have blocked it off with maybe like white, like copy paper or something. I just went based on the covers that I did screenshot and picked out my favorites that I still remember. Sometimes, when books stick with you, they obviously become part of your favorites list. And then other ones I know I read that I can't even remember what it was about. So, those were like good, but not great. And honestly, like some of them too were definitely some of my repeat authors, like Kristen Hanna and Abby Jimenez, Taylor Jenkins Reid. These are authors that I just love. So, in order to spice up my pocket and to allude to the fact that it's a hobby page, I wasn't loving the title of just like this is today. So I got out my Sizik letters. This is the alphanumeric set that's 2 inches big. And I cut out the letters for the word reading on the pattern paper that I made the pocket with for some contrast. And it does look busy on busy. So I do go in my stash and get out a piece of vellum and have a piece of vellum being able to buffer or like suppress the background, the busy background a little bit, and then have the word reading on top. And that way, like I said, then there's like a title and a theme to it. So, to understand why there are book screenshots of books in the pocket, that it's all about the reading. And I thought that was like definitely a nice touch. And so vellum's always tricky because you either have to staple it to it, sew it. And I wasn't about doing any of that. And all of a sudden I thought, oh, I can make it like look like a belly band because the backside will be covered up by another project or a full page photo. So I made it wrap around the backside and then I punched the holes and added double-sided tape on the opposite side so you can't really see it. That worked out very, serendipitous too, which is wonderful. To the project because otherwise you would either see like your double-sided tape or I would have to sew it, or staples are usually a go-to thing too. But I wasn't feeling like stapling it. So like I said, it just worked out great. And so I'm using double-sided tape with my ATG gun to glue down the letters. And even when I'm looking at it now, it does seem to maybe be lost a little bit more. So maybe after I'm said and done, I might have to take a Sharpie and outline it briefly to have more distinction to the letters because it is a little lost now that I'm looking at it. But that's okay. The project is done. It's completed. I love it. And yeah, it's so good. Okay, that will wrap up this layout. So everything came together really well. I love that I was able to use that pattern paper twice to punch out the word reading, and then backed it with some vellum. So we have all our cards and my little journaling and my list of my favorites. goes right in there. Oh, and then the daisy ribbon, those were from Hobby Lobby. These are the ones that I had on my desk. So that worked out perfectly. And then here for the second page as well. So a quick layout all about my hobbies using the Take Note collection. I will leave this collection linked down below, as well as everyone also involved in the hop for you to make it super easy to follow along. Remember, the whole point in following along is to win a $25 gift card to a cherry on top. So just leave a comment down below, and that's how they pick to make sure that you've commented on everyone's video, and then you're entered to win the raffle for the month. And it's a fun way to get inspired, a fun way to get some inspiration from the whole design team, and then a fun way to win some crafty supplies to keep on going, right? So thank you so much for joining me. Give this video a thumbs up, and until next time, everyone, bye.